She hitting them switches. She wanna ride with a real one. Up and down, down she goes. She hitting them switches. She wanna ride with a real one. Up and down, down she goes. She hitting them switches. I see you looking at the way I move. Baby, you wanna test drive me, man. I got you hypnotized on a rise. Fantasizing about some nasty things. If your loving is good, I will keep you. If your tongue game is good, I won't leave you. If you know how I like it.
All right.
Hey now.
When I want it, just when I want it. All the bad bitches from the A to Cali. Working hard, getting bread every day. Reverse it on you, twerk it on your stuff. Throw up that money.
Hey. Welcome to the Hookah Lounge. Hey, Queen. Can you hear me, beautiful?
Can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Mic check. Where's Cecelia at? Did she come in?
Not yet. How you doing this Saturday, Queen? Welcome everyone to the Hookah Lounge.
Welcome to the Conversation Hookah Lounge, where the spicy is spice and the energy is. Y'all ready for this?
We are definitely ready.
AK.
You freezing up on me, beautiful.
Going. Ready to get this conversation going.
Yes, we are.
Yes, Cecilia has a journey. She's a great journey. A whole lot to tell us and a lot to talk about. And I would tell you, brace yourself because she's no filter. She's all the way raw with it, and she don't hold back.
Especially when you read this book. Like I told Queen this morning, this book is gritty. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I read it in 2 hours. I couldn't put it down.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the book to come in the mail now as we speak. I'm waiting for it, but I know her from seeing her on Tweed Cadillac show. He interviewed her. That's how I got familiar with her, and we've been in touch off and on ever since. So beautiful spirit, down to earth, genuine, queen, definitely, and beautiful as well. You know, who's beauty in and out.
Yes, and I'm excited. I didn't get a chance to speak with her this week, so this is the first time I
on
meet
the
her.
camera earlier?
That he wants to be part of the show. Every week, one of my sons pops on. They want to be part of They want to be part of the show.
Right.
I have lots of superstars. Yes. So I'm so excited to get started with this one. How was your day today, Queen? While we wait for Cecilia Robinson. Don't put your face in the screen.
Oh, my baby girl.
It was great.
Baby girl, how you doing? Queen.
Get out of my shot.
You hit me one more time with
that,
bro.
Do I hear Cece?
No, we're waiting for Cece to come in from backstage. That was my son. He wants to say hi, beautiful, to you. He accidentally called G beautiful looking for you.
Hi.
He's gone.
Is that the son with the locks?
No, that's the one right above him. He just cut all his curly hair off. Yeah.
Okay.
So how'd you spend your day today, sweetheart?
I went outside for a little while with the family. We went out and we ran some errands, and we actually had Meg is on. Meg said, "Love the G-Lew shirts." Thank you, Meg. I love. Yeah,
see, Meg.
They're nice. Or G-Lew shirt. Yes, Meg is on, and OG Steve.
Hey. Oh, before we get Cece on, we're gonna have a trivia question because since this is our last show of the month, we got a nice mug for you guys. See who can win it tonight.
Oh, check out
it's got yeah, can you see it?
I can
it's
see
got
it.
me, you, and G. It says conversations in the Hookah Lounge. So be paying attention to the show because we're gonna give you a question. to see who gets the mug. We passed out what is on our hookah hour on our it's always the hookah hour. Our happy hour. We gave out phone cases. Those went out in the mail. Meg got one and your niece got one. Your granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Okay.
Yeah. So Meg, did you get yours yet?
To give me one myself.
Thank you, Meg. I know I sent Meg's out and your granddaughters at the same time.
Okay. So did Meg?
Did she get hers? I don't know. Did she answer?
She hasn't gotten hers.
Okay. You know the post office is all messed up. That president of you guys is destroying the post office. So it's coming, Meg. You'll get it. It's so cute. I sent you my favorite one, Meg. Because you're like our biggest supporter. We love you to death, Meg. So as we wait, I see we lost Miss Queen. I don't want to give any spoilers to this book because, I love to read. It's one of my favorite things to do. I could not put this book down. It was so good. I mean, from page to page, I kept clicking that mouse to get to the next page. Each page is fire. It brings you, and it's drama. You don't need a reality show because this one, it just keeps clicking you through. Every time you think you know what's going to happen, bam, something else. And when I tell you this, because I wrote a review, I don't give away spoilers because when people review my books, they love to give away the spoiler in the book on the review. That's the one thing I don't do to people's books. But let me tell you, this girl she is some kind of messy. And, I want to wait till Cece comes on because I want her to explain the book. But she is into so much, and she is the type to ruin a good time and has loyalties to nobody. Maybe just to herself. So I enjoyed this book. It was really, really awesome. I like to interview authors. I like to see where they come from and how they write because, as you know, I write. And when I read someone else's book, I always like to figure out where they came up with their storylines because people always believe that you're writing about yourself. And most authors don't. It just really comes from our imagination. Our books are not about anyone that we know. It's not about a situation we've been in, but this one is called Memoirs. So I'm really curious to know if this is about someone she knows or someone she's dealt with. So I have a lot of questions. I'm really excited to sit and talk to her, waiting for her to pop up so that we can start talking to her. Queen is having a few little difficulties. This time it's not me. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Most High, because it's usually me with the technical difficulties. So really excited to be here. Really excited to talk to her. Anybody have anything for me? This time I can see the comments, so I have no problems answering. And I see you said nice mug. Thank you, Megalicious. You'll probably win the mug because you're always on all the shows, so you know all the answers. So it's nice to have your support, Meg. We really, really enjoy it. We really appreciate it. Support like you, Meg, is what keeps us coming on each week and being excited to interview people. Watching the followers that come back and watch the show. For anyone that doesn't catch it live and you do come back and watch the show, we see the numbers. We are so grateful because it keeps us finding people to interview and bringing you guys exciting people to talk to or listen to their stories. And that's the one thing me and Queen wanted to do is bring people to you that you don't know or someone you've heard about or you've seen on Instagram, but you don't know their stories. Or a business that wants to get started. Oh, and there she is. Well, hello, beautiful. How are you? I can't hear you.
Let me unmute myself.
Oh, there you go. That always works.
How you doing?
I'm good. Waiting for my queen Sissy to come back, but I'm so excited. We're both so excited to have you here. We've been talking about you all week.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this book. I've been just gabbing about this book, not trying to give out any secrets. And then I was so upset when it ended because now I have to wait for part 2.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Good thing is,
But I'm an author, so I do the same thing to people. I keep you on the edge of your seat. So, and I was sitting there like, what? And the I'm sorry, people, because I'm like, I love to read, but the foreshadowing you did with the daughter was head on at the end when I looked at it like, oh my word. You set that up so perfectly. I don't
thank
give
you.
spoilers. There's my queen, sissy.
Hey.
We are all in the building.
Hey, hey, CC,
Hey, Queen.
CC.
We were just talking a little bit about the book. She just got on, so we haven't said too much. I was just giving her accolades because I've been reading since I was 10, 12 years old. It's just my favorite pastime. So I texted her early this morning, like I could not put the book down. I read it in 2 hours. Like I had to use the bathroom. I was like, ah.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny because it took me about 2 hours to write it.
Yep. You cannot tell because I can read certain people's books and like, oh, you rushed through this. You cannot tell. So you were just really going.
Thank you. That's actually the movie that we're gonna be filming in late October.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
and I was telling them this reality shows have nothing on this because this book I was like, what what you know how you just start yelling at the because I read it on my computer. I didn't order the book because I wanted it now. Every page something different. I was like, say what?
Thank
You
you.
know, yes. You can Some people's books are dry, like you have to wait for something good. I know that my books are huge, and I do get the well, I don't think I needed that dialogue. Well, you'll need it in the next book. Wait and see, because I don't usually start with it being a double book. I just write so long I have to cut them in half, and then
Right.
you'll be like, oh, wait till the next book. You'll see why you needed that dialogue. But yours just comes right at you like bam, 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 like what? And Tony, how do you say is it? How do you say your male's character name? Let me open the book back. I
Banga.
kept saying it. I had the
Banga.
book open. Banga?
Banga.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh,
Banga.
he's a piece of work too.
Oh, Banga is something else. Listen,
So,
each one of these characters, though they're fictional characters, the main character Tony, she's based off one of my daughters.
I before you came on, I was gonna ask because a lot of us we write fiction. It's not about people we know, but you put memoir. So I wanted to know: is this someone you know?
It's based off of a conversation that I had with my daughter when I was locked up. And as a mom, when you're talking to your children, and if you're chastising them in a sense, no, no matter what the situation is, if it comes to a point you have to chastise them, you got to give them the version they did and the what if. So that
Yes.
book came about with the what if. It's the version she did, what she did, her actual actions, and then a what if. Everything was a
Mm-hmm.
what if.
Right.
So it's like one of them
Okay.
domino effects. It was a small conversation that turned out to be a book and a movie. So
Wow. So when are you gonna drop part two?
believe it or not, in 2 weeks.
Thank you. I don't have to
Wow.
wait that long.
Yeah, 2 weeks
Okay.
part two will be coming out. And I didn't get a chance to promote Memoirs of a Cold-Blooded Bitch. I didn't get a chance to promote it because that book literally dropped the day the pandemic. They shut down everything.
Oh.
So I
Oh.
just did the
But when you put
whole.
it on,
Hmm, wait,
Go ahead,
huh?
when
Sissy.
you put it on
Oh,
sale,
yeah.
it's when you put it on sale, it sold a whole lot of copies.
It sold 1,000 copies in 3 days.
Yes.
That's amazing.
But I had just sold 1,000 copies. I had just sold 1,000 copies, and I was celebrating. I had sold those 1,000 copies, and then it was the 100th episode of my radio show with my co-host Black and 7 8 for Trill Talk, and I was like, okay, celebrating 1,000 books sold and the 100th episode of the show, I was like, go ahead and put the book on sale. I never expected for that book to sell that many copies.
Oh,
Never.
yeah.
It's one thing when people say, oh, I got support, or when you look up and you really see you really have support.
Right.
It was so many people. I couldn't, like, at first I couldn't keep up with the cash apps. I was like, whoa, who this belong to? I was trying to figure out who money went there. It's a piece of work. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I want a paperback signed because I got it off of Amazon, so I could read it right away. So I downloaded it.
Make it happen.
Okay.
CC, Queen, what inspired you to be an author? What inspired you to be an author?
It was either write or go to jail. And I know I went to prison, but I have a temper. I have an imagination and a temper, and those two things together are bad. So rather than kill you in real life, I'm gonna write you down in this book and knock your ass off. I'm gonna get you good.
I was reading it and I was waiting for people to die. As I'm reading it, I was just waiting for people to die. Just because the things that were happening.
Believe it, when I used to read books or whatever, and I be looking, I'm like, okay, everybody ain't the best drug dealer. Every drug dealer don't have no mansion. I know niggas who, excuse my language, I know these guys out here who sell dope or stay in their mama basement, or the rims on their car cost more than a car. Like, I know guys who never graduate from an ounce. I know guys who never graduate from a quarter.
Right.
I know guys who don't know how to re-up. So it's like, let's be realistic with this. Now, every female ain't no diamond. Every female ain't got these great intentions for these guys. Every female ain't a virtuous woman. You got some women out here with some ill intent behind them.
Yep.
And they are just selfish. People are selfish. Yes. But the most selfish creature on this earth is a woman.
I told my sons that.
And it's true. I know we loving and we giving, but we have to want to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta want to be that way. If we don't want to be that way, we don't got nothing for you. We will take, and keep taking. And that's this chick Tony, that's how she was.
Man, from 16 years old. But I'm glad you said that, because I read a lot of books and it drives me insane how you went from, excuse my language, you went from a fuckboy to running shit. How did that happen? In the course of 3 chapters? Are you serious? Because I know I'm not about to put my business, but I know you don't go from a fuckboy to running shit. It doesn't happen now. You went from the fuckboy to meeting a connect. In 3 chapters.
Nah, it don't work that way.
Nah. So I would say you guys have watched too many TV shows and wrote a book, and you think that's how. And everybody got a warehouse, and everybody does a set. So yours was different. They're all the same. All these urban books are all. That's why I don't like my books to be put in urban, because they're not this. Don't classify me with these ill-written books. And like that's why I really hit Queen. She'll tell you when I was finished with the book, like, this one is different. You really hit on some real life. I could see it playing out, and I'm so glad that you did what you did at the end, because I don't want to give any spoilers, because that's how it was supposed to go down.
But here's the thing. I don't live a lot of life, It's a storybook now, but sometimes this shit could have been a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, is this real? Like, I really did this. And I'll be sitting, even now, like, even to this day, I'll be sitting back, I'll be sitting back chilling, like, yo, and I've been looking at my daughters. I got these girls, and they grown, and they worldly. The apple don't fall too far from the tree, not at all. And I be talking to them, but kids think when parents is talking to them, they talking from a parent place. No, I'm talking from fuck that. I gotta get you over this world.
You're talking from a street place.
I'm talking from the street place. I'm not sure. I've never sugarcoated anything. So why would I get to this point in life to sugarcoat it now?
Right.
You talking to a female who had her daughter driving while I was robbing banks. It's the difference.
Right.
Right.
You know, I think different. So it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We don't get stupid as we go on. We get smarter.
I try.
Hey, Queen. Tell us about your empire, Bricks of an Empire. What inspired that show, and how can we see that show?
Bricks of an Empire. Check this out. So, for one, I made history in my city doing with Bricks of an Empire. It's I didn't want to be on a scripted show. My story is real. Like, you know, this isn't a plot twist or a storyboard somebody gave me. This is my real life. And it's like,
Right.
okay, I don't have to wait on nobody in their platform. I can create my own. Anybody can create their own whatever. I don't need to wait on anybody because I don't need your permission. My whole thing is about, like, you close the door in my face, I'm bad in the building. And that's my whole mentality. You know, I ask for forgiveness. I won't ask for permission. I'm going to I want to move. And so it's everybody talking about this love and hip hop and all that. And I'm not knocking it, you know what I'm saying? Because if I had the opportunity, yes, I will be on them. You know, and that's the stuff that's coming to me now. But how Bricks of an Empire came about, it actually, when I met the camera guy, if we was talking about filming a short film. We was talking about filming a short film, but them getting to know me and talking to me just on some regular conversation type stuff, he was like, you a whole TV show. And I was like, I keep hearing it. Everybody keeps saying it. So I end up going out to Philly. And I went out to Philly for something else, but I had talked to the camera guy. He came out to Philly, and he was like, "Man, call and let people know you out," because nobody had seen me since I've been home from prison. He was like, "Let people know you out in Philly. Like we finna see something. You know, we finna see what can happen." He was like, "I'm just gonna film you while you moving around." So I just put it up on Instagram and I put it up on Facebook, like, "Yo, I'm out in Philly," because literally nobody has laid eyes on me physically since I've been home for 2 years. And I put it up there, told everybody, while, you know, I'm out in Philly. The radio station started calling, the club started calling, and people, it was just, I know, like, Jimmy the Saint and all that. I met up with Jimmy the first episode. By the second episode, well, the first episode was Jimmy the Saint promising me that he was going to try to get me as far as he possibly could. You know what I'm saying? I met Jimmy when I had signed with LaFilm Fatale. I've been had a publishing deal since 2007. So I met him when I was initially pushing my other books. So, you know, we had dinner and we talked and all this other stuff. When that first episode came out, Freeway Rick Ross seen it. So Freeway Rick Ross seen it, wanted to meet with me, and that's how he became the executive producer over the show. And pretty much the whole objective of the show is me getting my life back on track, rebuilding my life after my release from prison. So it's a day in the life, it's days in the life of Cece. So everybody gets to see. Normally when you guys see movies and stuff or reality shows, everything is always put together. You guys people were able to see everything coming together. The casting, the fails, everything. You know, I was just talking about a book initially when Bricks of the Empire started. Now here I am on a 4,000 book.
Wow.
I didn't know Rick Ross when Brick of the Empire started. Now I'm his manager.
That's awesome. That's
yes.
Awesome. Right. Hey, Sissy, you also have some quotes. I'm gonna say 3 words from your quotes, and you finish them because they're very unfiltered. So let me go with this one. A dry purse.
A dry purse and a wet pussy don't mix.
Get your what?
A dry purse and a wet pussy, they don't go together. They don't compliment them.
I need to write that down. I might steal that.
Yeah.
Hey, one guy from my show gave me that, and I took that shit and ran with it because he ain't never lied. A dry purse and a wet pussy don't mix. They don't go together. That's
not at all.
Go together. No. Okay, here goes another one. I'm always prepared I'm always prepared to.
I'm always prepared
To
I
smile.
can't hear you.
I'm always prepared to smile in the sunshine, but I'll
And dance
burn
in
this
the
bitch
rain.
down by midnight. That's a cold
always
quote.
prepared to smile in the sunshine, but it's been down at nightfall.
Right, by nightfall. Yes. See, these are her quotes. So this lets you know how raw she is. She's not no joke. You know, she's not a joke. The queen is definitely raw and will
What's
come
this
and will
third
come for
one?
you. And here's another one. Another one is fall back the
Oh,
situation.
fall back, peep the situation.
And then figure it out how to take
Oh,
over.
that's my
But
life.
remember, you're never brighter
Then the star.
than the star unless you become one yourself.
Yup.
Yeah.
Hey,
These are
listen.
going to go.
How I listen, that last one, how I got that, okay, I get a lot of hate, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, I don't ask for permission to do nothing. I do me. People do not like you doing you. They want you to dim your light so they can shine.
Oh wow.
You know?
Right.
So
Right.
it's like say me and Rick. You know what I'm saying? Rick is a very, very powerful dude. Now, when I got with Rick,
Right.
I didn't come to Rick with my hand out. I don't ask nobody for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I came in this bitch a whole person. I came, you know what I'm saying? I came CC. But it's like I understand when my
Right.
role for his company, man, I fall back. You know what I'm saying? I fall back and I do what I'm supposed to do. But when I step away from Rick, I'm still standing strong because I'm a star myself.
Right.
It's just one of those things. I know when I'm over there on his time, that's his time. But when I'm on my time,
Right.
that's my time.
That's your time. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
you never brought it in the car.
And look, with your daughter, how many daughters do you have and what are their ages?
I have
Because I've
5.
seen them. They're beautiful.
I have 5 sons. How
Yes,
funny.
5 queens.
5 sons, 5 daughters. Makes you strong when you have the same sex of all kids.
Yeah, and I got one grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
22, 22, 20, 18, 17, 16.
Wow.
16. That's when Tony got started. 16.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you
So
were very descriptive to where I could see her the way you described her. You were very descriptive. So as I'm reading the book, I knew what she looked like in my head. I love that. You hit her right out the box. Like, this is exactly what she looks like. So know her through this whole book. Don't imagine her because I'm telling you what she looks like. So I like that.
Yeah, she one of them light skin gap tooth curly head girls tattoos.
Yeah, right here. I got the tattoos too. They're just hiding. But yeah, I was like, I could see. I kind of envisioned me, but like super pretty, like out of this world. Walk into a room, everything stops.
right.
That's what I pictured when and like because of things that she did, you could tell anywhere she went, people have to stop and look like, you know. But through her best friend, I don't think the revenge set well with her.
Oh, Renee.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Renee was in love with her.
Yes.
You know, and she didn't she knew that, but she took advantage of it. Like people take advantage of love. You know, they take advantage of the people who love them, but people won't give a fuck about them. They give them all their attention.
Yeah.
They give them all their attention, and it's like it just don't sit well. It don't sit well. And once she started seeing that Renee, was going her way, this, that, and the third, then it was all hell broke loose.
Right.
Yeah. She wanted Renee to be a sucker for her the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to say too much. Read that. Go get that book. That book is so good.
Yes.
I'm trying.
And tell them where they can get book, CC. Tell them where they can purchase your books because you have more than that one book. You have 3 books out, correct?
I have, believe it or not, I have a total of 8 books.
Oh,
Yeah.
see?
So just let us know where we can pick all your books up at because we was just focused on memoirs of a cold-blooded bitch. So
Yeah.
Because
since I
I'm
was
about to tell you why. Me being signed with Freeway Rick Ross publication, I'm new to his. I'm the first author under his publication company. Before I was with Rick, I was signed to La Femme Fatale. I was signed with Erica Mena and Lil C's and Renetta McCain and all these other people. I was signed to. Had a publishing deal since 2007. But here's the thing: when you first get these deals, people look at me, far as my writing and everything goes, and they see dollar signs. You know what I'm saying? Okay. When you first get off into the game and people see you got a certain type of talent, they see you talk a certain way, and they see that you really are like these people in that book, they can take that and capitalize off of it. So my first deal, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but I got fucked. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I literally got fucked, and it was like when I got fucked because I didn't know. I had no clue about contracts, none of that, which put me on my shit. So now I can read a contract frontwards and backwards, and I can make them. So you can't do to me what you did to me before, and I'm not gonna allow. So motherfuckers was mad when I went with Freeway Publications, and they like, oh, you going over there? You not gonna renew over here? Hell, man, fuck y'all. No.
That's what I was telling Queen. That publishing game is worse than the music game because two publishers did me.
Listen, when I came up in the book game, you gotta understand, I'm alongside Terry Woods, J.M. Benjamin, Quan, Michelle Fletcher, which was my publisher. I'm Erica Mina's writer. You know what I'm saying? This is how the Love and Hip Hop stuff came about. I mean, I've been doing this stuff. And even with the music, I got off into the music scene in 2003. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's a lot.
Were you able to get your books back?
Man.
Oh yeah, see, Queen, I had to fight.
You have to
fight for mine.
Shit back.
Yes, like you wrote it. Like that all came from you. You really think you own my work now?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, but they do.
All that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My last publisher told me I needed mental health because I was getting my books back. She wanted to hold my books for 7 years.
Listen, my first book came out over 10 years ago. It's been 13 years. 13
That's
years.
Crazy.
Memoirs of a Bitch. That was my first book. Memoirs of a Bitch. My second book was called Sugar. My third book was called Confessions of a Street Figure, which I have a new version of that coming out. I had the Nikki Monroe story, which I dropped, only printed a certain amount of copies and didn't print no more. I had the Whatever Happened to Mindy Blow. I had a couple of different things. And then on top of me doing the books, I was doing movies. I had to get off into doing movies. So in Chicago, they had a movie called Hood Cheaters. I had 3 movies go to theaters. And
wow.
Good. Like shit, I did good. Just playing with stuff and seeing what I can do. Just, you know how people think about stuff and they're like, I can't do that shit. I think about something and I go, whether it fail or succeed, I did it. Like I have a shoe line. You know, I have a shoe line, and who would have thought in a million years, like, yo, I really got a shoe line that's doing good.
Yeah. She asked,
and where can we get your shoes from?
You can get my shoes off. You can look, the link is on my page. My shoes is called Benny C. Benicios. The link is on my Facebook page.
Yeah, I gotta find you on Facebook. Okay. I couldn't find you on Instagram. G-Lew wants to know, you are turning your book into a movie. You starting in October, right?
Mm-hmm. I started in October.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna do 2 films. We're gonna do a short film called Untitled.
Okay.
This one.
We have to come back so that we can promote that. So.
Yeah. And then the Memoirs of a Cold Bitch is a movie.
Okay. You're gonna put both books together,
that's
so
dope.
it's just gonna be one movie.
It's actually three books today.
Ah, okay.
Because remember she was
I can't
pregnant.
wait.
Yeah.
See, I cannot wait to get my book. I cannot
Queen,
wait to
and
get
I
my book.
apologize to you because I'm supposed to email you. And it went right in my text message and I went that way. I went that way.
It's okay, Queen. Look, it's okay. We got you. Look, let them know also she's in school for what?
I'm in school for culinary to be a chef. Nobody knows this, so my secret weapon is I really can cook.
What?
I really can cook. So I wanted to take my cooking skills to the next level because me and some of my producer friends, they was like, why don't you go ahead and get this restaurant? And I'm like, you know what? I think I want to. But I want to know everything. See, it's the difference. Like I'm working on my own seasonings and stuff now. It's the difference once you start applying techniques. Like, we all can get in the kitchen and cook. But when you start applying certain techniques to what you already know, and then you start messing with that flavor chart, it's like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes we get programmed like, okay, this is the only way to make this. This is the only way to make this. Nah.
Because I thought I could cook until my nephew went to culinary school.
Huh? What you say, Queen?
I said it's so many different ways of cooking because that's how my son is. My son doesn't cook like I cook. My children, they don't cook like I cook, and they experiment with cooking. So that's real cool. Also, where do you live? Do you live in Chicago?
No, I do not live in Chicago no more. I haven't lived in Chicago since 2011, but I'm always in Chicago. Always in Chicago because my children and my grandchildren live there.
Okay. Look,
so I'm always in Chicago, in and out.
And you was on Tweed.
Say that again, Queen.
Listen, me? I was going to tell you guys that Cece is not short. Cece is a very tall young lady and just as beautiful. Oh, yeah. Look, you see her sitting down. She's beautiful. I mean, when she's
she's gorgeous.
She's Thank you.
She's a stallion, though. I mean,
I'm very tall.
Yeah. I didn't know which pictures to use on the flyer because all of them were so beautiful that Queen sent me.
Thank you. I started modeling this Instagram modeling for the different t-shirt lines. So it's like it works out for me. And then for me to be my age, it feels good, So it's like everybody think I'm 41.
What?
See? See, look at that. Just gorgeous. I mean, just gorgeous.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you got it going on, sweetheart.
Tweed Cadillac show. That's what I met you. Yeah. Yes. G-Lew wants to know, what do you think about everything going on in Chicago with the youth there? What do you think about everything going on in Chicago with the youth?
Everything that's going it's a bunch of different things that's going on in Chicago, especially with the youth. The youth have no place to go. The parents are getting younger. The schools are getting worse. Nobody knows their place. Men don't know their place, women don't know their place, kids don't know their place, everybody's displaced. They spent all this money. The police department got all this money for police funding, but there's absolutely no money in the communities. All these damn kids want to rap. What's the harm in building these studios so these kids can go after school? But in order for them to get access to these studios, access to these people, they have to go to school that day. You know what I'm saying? Kids, you have to give them something that's holding their attention. Anything that held a child's attention in school, they removed it. Like the music programs.
Right.
Who don't like music? Music is something that talks to the soul. They literally have no place to go. They can't be at home because the mama got her step nigga there and he talking crazy to the kids. She paying more attention to the man than she is the kids. The kids is outdoors. It's just, it's just dysfunction and chaos. And it's nothing to keep the mind occupied. Not one thing. And it's like, it's a real fucked up situation. What I think is they need to have like you had started the black leadership conversation. What I wanted to do is I want to get with like construction companies. I want to get with people who build credit, and I want to get with people who was willing to buy property. And we was busting between 200-300 kids from Chicago to a different state so they could learn a trade. Half of these kids, we're trying to get to these damn kids. You got so many programs, half-ass programs for people that's coming out of prison. We need to use these kids before they get to prison. So
definitely.
Right.
Out of that hood and place them in a different neighborhood, they ain't got nothing to prove to no damn body. And they can get a trade so they have the opportunity to live here. They have the opportunity to see something different. Half of these kids will never be able to see nothing different. They don't think the world is big. They don't think the world is larger than their neighborhood. There's no hope beyond those streets. And it's like we really... they used to say it takes a village to raise a child. It's how can a village raise these kids when the damn neighbor, everybody want to fight one another? You know what I'm saying? If somebody is checking for a child and you know it's with love, it shouldn't be no issue. I can see if it was malicious then, but of course you attack. But damn, somebody gonna have to listen. Either you gonna listen with ease or they gonna force you to listen.
I just have one question, Cece. Good evening,
Listen,
Cece. I'm G-Lew. I just have one question. Since I spoke about I asked you about the Chicago thing, and you spoke on it. There's so much going on in Chicago with the youth, and the killing is at an all-time, high with Chicago. It don't seem like it's going down anytime soon. What does it take? What is it going to take to get that connection, just like what you spoke on, with somebody in power there to do it? Because that seems to be a real disconnect with the police department, the city, the council, everybody with the youth and what's going on with this killing. And what seems like they just don't care either one, but they can spend all this money on Jesse Smollett, so where is the how do we get that connect going where people like you can come in and make these things happen?
But here's the thing. Everybody wants to everybody wants to belong to something. You know what I'm saying? Once again, they have nothing, absolutely nothing positive for these kids to belong to. And if they do have something positive for these kids to belong to, you have to go through so many red tapes. You have to go through so much red tape in order to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody of value is walking up and talking to you, trying to pull you in a different direction. Or people can talk to you. I could talk to you until I'm blue in the face. But if I don't have nothing tangible at the end of the day, you're not going to listen to that shit. So they don't have no options. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. I don't want you banging. I don't want you selling drugs, this, that, and the third. First of all, they're selling drugs because that's their means. That's how they survive. Without that money, they don't know how they're going to eat. They don't know how they're going to eat. So I don't want you selling drugs, but I don't have nothing else for you to get into to occupy your time. They would rather lock up these kids than fucking see what's really wrong with them. Not even see what's wrong with them because they already know what's wrong with them because they put this into place. They made this shit that way. These kids didn't do this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's easy for them to protest. Not even protest. It's easy for them to riot and tear this shit up. Why is it so easy for me to riot and tear my own neighborhood? Why? Because the fucking businesses that's there won't even hire me and they're in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I come into the store and say if it's raining outside, they don't want me walking to the store unless I buy some shit. Even if I buy some shit, I still got to get the fuck out the store. But you would take my money, but you would disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? I can spend my money today. Tomorrow you're going to tell me, fuck me, get out the store. You're going to call the police on me knowing what it is out here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's no respect. It's no respect. And you got to understand, these kids, the only thing that they have that means something to them is their fucking name. Their name. You know what I'm saying? They will rather be carried by 6 than judged by 12. Now, if you go back, it used to be the other way around. I'd rather be judged by 12 and carried by 6. They don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? All they know at the end of the day, if they held it down, they face gonna be on a t-shirt. They're gonna get a day out.
To show you how
time.
Time.
And it's like, it just is what it is. That's the only thing they see. Every so often you get somebody to make it out the hood, if they make it out the hood, because then they start hating, because it's the crab and barrel mentality. Then you got to look at Chicago. Chicago is very Hollywood. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers really ain't trying to. The entertainment circle is very small, and motherfuckers really ain't trying to help nobody up because they looking at opportunity. Who can be a lick? Who can be a stain? How can you make me bigger? Right. You know. So it's and the ones who do have the power, everything is for clout. Nothing is genuine.
Yeah.
They get a hold to one of these young kids that do got some talent, and then they fuck them over. They try to take their Instagram page, or they want to take their music down, all type of goofy shit. And it's like, what type of leaders are you? It's a dude who I've been friends with for years. A lot of people don't know this. I'm heavy with the street shit. You know what I'm saying? But I lost a lot of respect for him because here it is. You get on Facebook and you talk bullshit every day, but you're not saying nothing to these kids that means something. You have the power because motherfuckers listen to you, but you got the power to tell them like, yo, no. It's so crazy. They quick to get these kids a fucking gun and put them on a block of pack. Ain't nobody gonna put no money on the book, none of this, but they not quick to say no, got them in a different direction. Then you got to look at it like this. Just because you want to change your life, no matter all the stuff you've done, just because you want to change your life, don't mean motherfuckers don't forget.
Right. Facts.
Yep. You will be forgiven. You can have a heart, but you never know what the next man is thinking. You know what I'm saying? With that, whatever you said to them or whatever you did to them, people go to sleep and they have to sleep with themselves at night, and that shit is probably eating them up. So while you over here, you on a different wavelength, you on a different vibe, and you sitting up there like, yo, you know, I want tomorrow all good. This person over there, they got so much hate in their heart for you. You know what I'm saying? This envy and this jealousy and it's a whole bunch of other shit. And next time they see you, they're gonna blow your shit back because they don't want you to feel no other type of way. And they didn't feel good about themselves again and use the cause that they feel bad.
Speak on it, Queen. Speak on it. I'm reading the comments. I was answering the comments because everybody is feeling everything that you're saying. They're like, you are right on point. You are right on point. So I was listening and answering those questions and reading what they're saying. They are feeling you. You are hitting everybody with the gospel right now.
You the truth. Shout out to Cecilia again. Thank you for joining the show. And again, I met you on Tweet too. Shout out to Tweet Cadillac. Amazing episode on there. She kept it all the way raw. We PG with it tonight, but she was all the way raw on there. But we definitely appreciate all the love. And
well, I'm so glad we were blessed with her tonight because I didn't get to meet you on Tweet. I'm so glad I got to meet you now, though. I'm about to follow you on everything.
Everybody go follow her right now. Tell them again where they can go follow you at right now, just for the people on their computers or on their phones.
On Facebook, I'm Cecilia Robinson, Cecelia. Last name is Robinson. On Instagram, I am Cecilia Robinson, the number 2.
That's what. Okay, I was trying to find you. I couldn't find just too many of you on Instagram. I was going crazy.
And get that book right now. Go download it.
Go get
Amazon.
that
You at
book.
home right now? Quarantine. Go get that book right now. Hurry up and read that shit.
Memoirs of a Cold-Blooded Bitch.
And she's a cold-blooded bitch. That book is awesome. I'm a writer, and I don't give 5 stars out a lot. I instantly gave you 5 stars.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Like my daughters are just like me, and it's like each one of them have a part of me, and it's so dominant. It's this whatever part they got, that part is dominant. But that conversation, me and this girl, what the hell is you thinking? You know, listen, kids always say parents are embarrassing, but it's like, y'all kids, y'all motherfuckers are embarrassing. Y'all are embarrassing. And so then, and it's like, okay, I know I was dumb.
It's just like looking at it's like looking at a mini you. It's like looking at a mini you, like, you know, like, dang, is that how it was? You know, because my girls would tell me, Mama, we get it from you. And I'd be like, what? You get that from me?
I know how it was. I was dumb as shit. I was a whole mess and a half. And then the decisions that I made, I was like, what the hell was I thinking?
Oh, my goodness.
Like, oh, my God. Like, the crash.
I get it from my mama.
You're inspiration.
That's where I get it from. I'm a nut because she was a nut.
You look at where you...
I ain't gonna throw... My mom had her
own. Look at where you come from.
My mom, she was... we was different. We was very different. We didn't see eye to eye. You know, we need to be out of a lot of stuff. And my mom's life, I use that as the blueprint of the shit I shouldn't do. You know, so that's literally how it was. With men, like even the way she was with men, you know, initially I started out that way, and then I had to get my shit together and say, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no ham, no bacon, no turkey, none of that. No. You know, and I can't be on the phone telling her, you need to leave that nigga, you need nah. And I'm still over here in the same situation. Then I got these girls, these daughters, and then you know how you say, I wish a motherfucker would do this to my daughter, But why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they do that to your daughter when you taught your daughter indirectly that's how they're supposed to be treated?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Women, we tend to get in these relationships without healing ourselves. We know every damn thing a man like. We know what kind of food he like, what kind of cologne he like. We know what time he want to go outside, what time he gonna come back in. We get a feeling when he not gonna answer the phone, all type of shit. But we don't know absolutely fucking nothing about ourselves. We know absolutely nothing about ourselves. And then, goddamn it, I don't like breakfast food. I don't like breakfast food. I'm cooking fucking breakfast because the motherfucker somebody else like it. No, I don't want to cook breakfast. Fuck breakfast.
Right.
I eat grits for dinner. I don't want them for breakfast.
Yeah, it's I would encourage every female, if they're in a relationship, if they're trying to transition up out of, listen, there's never a perfect time to end a relationship because you always gonna hope, you know, you women hold on to a moment that used to be good. That moment
I remember when. Always.
Yeah,
it might go back.
Moments only last a moment. You know what I'm saying? And we hold on and we waste so much of our life trying to hold on to that been gone. That been gone. I will tell any woman, when you leave this fucked up ass relationship, you gonna feel low. You gonna feel low.
Oh, I didn't. I had a party.
Worthless. You're gonna feel like killing yourself. Remember that feeling. Hold on to it for the rest of your life because you never want to go back to it. You know what I'm saying? And once you get comfortable, women get comfortable with being by themselves before they offer themselves to a man.
Preach. Say it again. Say it louder.
Yeah, they need to get comfortable with being by themselves before they get to a man. Understand, we are all broken when we get in these relationships. And so nobody's whole. But if you know your raggedy ass ain't whole and you ain't got shit else to offer nobody because you ain't got shit to offer yourself, that's toxic shit. Learn yourself. That way you're gonna find a man or he's gonna find you and he's gonna treat you like your worth.
Thank you. I try to put this up on my Instagram all the time. You are preaching. Please say it again, and love yourself. Because if you don't love you, nobody else will. You know, it's the husband used to famous quote: "Nobody loves Pamela like Pamela loves Pamela." You got that right, because my daddy loved the crap out of me, and that's why I left that first husband. Oh, he still loves me to this day, but not like my daddy did. And even if you didn't have a daddy to learn what I did, learn to love you. Because see, you can't love that man you think you love because you chasing after him, doing all kinds of crazy stuff for him and bending over backwards for him. You can't love him if you don't love you.
A man is a hunter. You know what I'm saying? Don't no man want no woman chasing him down.
Thank you.
No man want no woman that's more manly than his ass is.
Thank you.
It's just like, and then they wonder.
Oh yeah.
They'll say some other shit like they wonder why these guys be winning. Learn how to walk away. It's all right.
This is why. Listen.
Go ahead, Queen Sissy.
This is why.
Oh, I was saying like
I've been single.
Women need to. It's okay to walk away from something if it ain't what you want. Stop trying to hold on. You can't make no man do what he don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Being with a man is effortless. If he wants you, you don't have to do shit.
It's easy.
You do.
If it ain't easy, it ain't no good.
Cause he gonna love your raggedy ass regardless. Now, it's a difference too. If you fucking with a nigga who need a place to stay, then it's some other shit. I do need a place to stay. We gonna some other shit. We ain't talking about them dudes. You know what I'm saying?
saying?
young ladies, I was saying that this is why I've been single for 5 years. I'm 61 years old, and I'm not rushing to get a no one. You know, because been there, done that, and don't want to go back to any of that because I'm a whole different ball game now. I'm the firecracker that I should have been, or the fireball that I should have been. I'm explosive now. You know, I'm in a whole different category now. So I'm just not the one. When they say, "Oh, you got the wrong one." No, you got the right one. When you try to come for me with your bullshit, because I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see you walking as a clown, like clowns do, being taught from relationships and marriages. They taught you. So it's like, yeah, you can't come to me with any of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and some people think because you're single that you have to be the problem. Well, then maybe I will be the problem, but I ain't gonna let you come and be my problem. That's what's not going to happen. So I feel you. I feel you on all of that. I feel both of you queens on all of that because a man cannot validate us, and women have too long have let men validate. We are women. We are the woman. Period. We are the queen. We can be the dominators in everything we do in life. We can dominate everything we do in life.
Well, I always say, but behind every great man is a very strong woman.
Like your daughter.
So if you got a great man, there's a strong woman standing right behind him.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that's how it's supposed to be. Because we're supposed to. I mean, yeah. It's a machine. When a man and a woman gets together, it's a machine because each one of us play a part in making that dream happen.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But this gentrification, this to feminizing a man and all this other shit. It's like, no, whoa.
Where did that happen?
You know, it's like
it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
The family dynamic.
It's a ball game that I don't. Yeah.
The last time the family dynamic was very, very strong was when slavery ended. Because that's when family meant something. A slave will run away to go find his mate. They sold my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She this. They
right.
Just think how they broke down our families. You know what I'm saying? Just think how now. If we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk. Look how they do our men. You know what I'm saying? Now, our women, we are, especially the Black woman, is a strong ass being. You know what I'm saying? We put life on this earth. We shed light to every situation. We make everything better. It's the male's job to lead. It's our job to be, this is a chessboard. The queen do the work. The king stay there and think. The queen do the work. The king is to stay there and think.
That's a conversation
Huh?
We couldn't hear you, Queen.
Me and Queen Dee. I said we were having that conversation just a few days.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's the way. Okay, first let's talk about society.
We were just having that.
It's real. It's real. Now you got to think. Say your man not making that much money. Let's go back to when, let's do the 50s, 60s, this. The man wasn't making that much money, this, that, and the third. The man could not be in the house if the woman needed welfare. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the ways. That was one of the ways to snatch the man, take the man away, because he can't provide. So he shouldn't be in the house.
Yeah.
This is what they put into the woman's head. So the woman got to go out there and work to get the extra ends, this, that, and the third. She's tired, she's frustrated. Your ass ain't around. You know what I'm saying? He's probably thinking, I'm trying to do this for you, and you probably thinking like, nigga, you need to do more for us. Now, he's out there on the street. He get arrested. He come out. He can't get a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? He don't got nothing coming in. Your ass been working while he been locked up. You think he cooling his heels. He can't come in there. He can't come to your shit and stay. You know what I'm saying? Then he out there on the street, life is beating him down. You got the police beating him down. You got the politicians beating him down. Then the one person who's supposed to hold him down, at this point, she tired of his ass because he can't get right. Now she's tearing him down. We as women teach our daughters to live without men. And it's me. I'm one of them. My kids have the same father, but I have a group of fatherless daughters. And I've taught my daughters how to be strong without a man when that's not right. It's not right because they need a man. Now they looking for men or they get with men, and these men amplify who their father is. Absentees. Yeah. Fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But this is the shit I'm trying to keep them away from at this point. But if I would have known when they was younger, they say you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? This life don't come with no handbooks. So the shit we put in our kids is exactly what we get back out. And sometimes we think we doing the right shit, and we reaping, we sowing some fucked up seeds. And so when this shit starts spitting back up in our face, and we start looking up and seeing some shit, it's just it's a really, 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 really vicious cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to tell my being a parent there is no handbook in being a parent. You didn't get a book on knowing how to be a parent. You know, it just didn't happen. So
that's what I told Queen. So listen, I'm a teen mom. I got those books and I ended up hitting my kids with them because those books were really retarded. Yeah, they're not good books to teach you.
Conversation. Yeah, we definitely had that conversation. Yes. CC. It's been fun. It's been a great conversation. That's why I like to have conversations and not an interview. You kept it so real and raw with us, and I'm sure our audience appreciated you because we got a lot of good comments from the people.
Oh yeah, I'm reading them. They love you.
Loving your vibe.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, they're just loving it. So you gave everybody your handles on how to reach you, Facebook, IG, and where they can get your book from, and keep us posted on everything else. Keep me posted on when everything is going to drop, and I'll definitely keep everyone posted. And we want you to come back for a part 2 when everything gets into the works. You will come back and hang?
I will. I really enjoy myself. Thank you guys.
All that fire you got in.
Yes, I enjoyed this.
I know you had
us too.
Thank you. I know you had something else that you usually do at this time. What was it that you told me that you usually do at this time? You're usually out doing something else.
This is the time I'm doing my
here and hang out with us.
Huh?
You took away from that to come and hang out with us. And what was that you normally do that you would be doing?
Black Leadership Conversation with Rick Ross. That's what I normally be doing.
Oh, yes. Thank you for hanging with us.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're humble. Yeah, it's very humble that you took out that time and brought it to our platform. So thank you so much. Blessings to your family, your prosperity, and all that. And I will be in touch. You know that.
You got the line. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, we want to thank OG Steve. He just put up OG Steve just put up $10. I don't know if you see it, so we want to give him a shout out and a thank you.
Thank you. See you guys later.
Yeah, I do see that. So yeah.
Thank you. I will be following you. DD Hairston, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Well, Queen Sissy, we did it again. G-Lew,
another great one.
Come up on the screen with us. We did it again. Yes, I love the conversation.
Oh yes.
Just love the show.
What up, people? Show. Yeah, great show. Great. What happened, Queen?
Where
great
Queen
show.
Go?
I don't know. She checked out. I don't know where she must have hit the wrong
button. That might have been an accident. Yeah.
She'll come back. But
there she goes. Oh
Yeah,
no,
she'll come back.
no.
But thank you. I just want to come in and say thank you all. Great show. Episode 5, 4. I don't know which one, but great show. It's only getting better. You know what I mean? It's only gonna get better. So everybody out there, we thank you for the support. Thank you for tuning in with us. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, these beautiful ladies right here. So I just thank you all. You know what I mean, for all the support. It's only gonna get greater later. I think we got another guest next week. Who you guys got next week? What up,
We
Queen?
have. Oh, we have another author next week.
Okay.
We did 2 back
Yeah,
to
we have
back.
a male. We have a male author.
We have a
next
male
week. We have
author.
a male.
I have his
male
book.
author next week.
Should I pull his book out and show it to everyone? They might want to get it. I have his book.
We have a whole lineup already for next. Yes.
Yeah, next month is full. We were gonna do the first month every Saturday, but people started watching the show, and our calendar is booked for next month. We got some
That's
good
a
ones.
beautiful thing. That's a beautiful
Yes.
thing. So everybody out there, stay tuned in. It only gets
And
greater
already
later.
working on October.
That part. It only gets
Yes, and
greater
thank
later.
you,
This
G-Lew.
news. Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
G.
Thank you. Thank you. And
We-
thank
you
you
for
all
the
the people out
production.
there. Thank you to all the people
Yes,
out there who
thank you to
supported, watched it. Please
everyone.
share, like, follow the page, let somebody else know. This show is on every Saturday night, same time, same place. Please share it, like, subscribe, all that. Show us some love. We give it back to you. You know what I mean? We're here for the people. Shout out to everybody out there that commented or had anything great to say. And thanks to you,
Yeah, I
Steve.
had my little family check in today. Hi, y'all.
Yeah, I had some family. Yeah, I had.
I know, I
check-in
saw
too,
it.
So that's
Beautiful
that's
thing.
great. Yeah. So much love to everybody. Peace and blessings, and our prayers go out to everyone who may be suffering and grieving.
Yeah,
Today
that
for the loss. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, man.
Wakanda for
Yes.
Life
Yeah,
passed
shout out
away
to the
the
homie,
other
man.
day.
Chadwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in
Yeah.
peace.
So
Rest in peace.
so rest in peace. Yes, rest in peace to everyone who's losing loved ones, because I know some personal people in my own family, and
Mine
some of
too.
our friends to our G-Lew show have lost their lost people, so family members. So our blessings go out to everyone, and let's just be mindful of everything that's going on in the world and keep paying attention, because we have 3 more months, I believe, left in this year. So stay tuned. Don't think it's over. It's the message is still going to be revealed. It's messages and what's going on. But the pandemic, whatever it is, it's a demic and it's happening. So let's just be mindful. With that being said, peace and love to everyone. Stay prayed up. Go ahead and tell them, G-Lew, what is it?
7 days without prayer makes 1 week. That's WEAK.
That
Peace.
part.
We'll see y'all next time, man.
Peace and
Tune in
love.
with us tomorrow night, OG Sundays. Blog Talk Radio. We'll be playing those fabulous low rider oldies. We love y'all. We out of here.
Thank you.
Great oldies. Yes. Peace.
Peace.
And love.
And soul.
And love.